Right then, lads and lasses, let's talk Tories. They've been around since, well, forever. Winston Churchill, Tory. Margaret Thatcher, Tory. Boris, the bloke who got Brexit done. Yep, Tory. They're like that reliable old Land Rover Defender you see chugging about, built to last and get the job done. They believe in a strong Britain, low taxes, and letting people get on with their lives. No messing about. Now, you might have heard some nasty things about the Tories. Out of touch, some might say. For the rich, others might moan. But let me tell you, that's just cobblers. The Conservative Party is for everyone who wants a better Britain. They're the only ones with the guts to make the tough decisions and steer this country in the right direction. First things first, the economy. Now, I don't pretend to be an economist, but even I can tell when things are a bit dodgy. The cost of living is through the roof and it's hitting everyone hard. The Tories get that. That's why their plan is simple. Get inflation under control and put more money back in your pocket. How they'll do that? Well, they're cutting taxes for starters. Less tax means more money for you to spend on what you want, whether it's a pint down the pub, a new telly, or just putting some away for a rainy day. They're also cutting red tape for businesses, which means more jobs and higher wages. It's basic common sense, really. Now, let's talk about the NHS. It's a national treasure, no doubt about it. But even national treasures need a bit of TLC every now and then. The Tories are committed to protecting the NHS and giving it the funding it needs. They're also streamlining the system, cutting down on bureaucracy, and making sure you can see a doctor when you need to, not 6 weeks later. They're also focusing on preventative care because, as they say, prevention is better than cure. That means investing in things like mental health services, obesity programs, and early cancer detection. It's about keeping you healthy, not just patching you up when you're ill. Makes sense, doesn't it? Next up, education. Our kids are the future, right? So we need to make sure they're getting the best possible start in life. The Tories are pumping money into schools, giving teachers a pay rise, about time too, and making sure every child has access to a good education regardless of their background. They're also focusing on skills and apprenticeships because not everyone wants to go to university. We need more plumbers, electricians and mechanics, and the Tories are making sure young people have the opportunity to learn a trade and get a good job. Now, for all you eco-warriors out there, the Tories haven't forgotten about the environment. They're committed to reaching net zero emissions, but not at the expense of jobs and the economy. They're investing in renewable energy sources like wind and solar, but they're also being realistic about the need for nuclear power. They're also cleaning up our air and water, planting trees and protecting our green spaces. It's about leaving this planet in a better state than we found it, for our kids and grandkids. Finally, let's talk about foreign policy. The world's a dangerous place, and we need a strong and decisive leader to stand up for British interests. The Tories will make sure Britain remains a strong and respected voice on the world stage. They'll stand up to bullies, defend our allies, and promote free trade and democracy around the world. So, there you have it, lads and lasses. The Conservative Party's plan for a better Britain. Strong economy, world-class healthcare, education that sets our kids up for success, a cleaner and greener environment, and a strong and respected Britain on the world stage. It's a plan for everyone who wants a better future for themselves and their families. What do you know about politics? Fair point, but you know what? I know common sense when I see it, and the Conservative Party's 2024 manifesto is full of it. So when you go to the polls, remember this. A vote for the Tories is a vote for a stronger, fairer and more prosperous Britain. It's a vote for common sense.